everyone, it's Nina. Thanks for joining me today for a new video. I am excited to be bringing you an easy Christmas box card that I made using with products from the Simon Says Stamp Cozy Hugs collection. This box card is super simple to put together and you could easily mass produce these. So I'm going to show you what I did to make this adorable scene. And a fun little side note, the Christmas tree basic box card die is actually something I designed. I designed the basic box card die itself and some of the inserts. And this one, the Christmas tree, is one of them. So I hope you like it. Here is that Christmas tree basic box card die set. This is an add-on to the basic box card die itself. You're going to need both pieces in order to make today's card. So I'm going to use both of those elements and also the Mittens and Mistletoe collection of paper from Crepe Paper. It's a beautiful assortment of fun Christmas patterns in the non-traditional colors, and I'm going to be using this piece here that has some really pretty gold foiled plaid stripes. I love this paper. So in order to make our basic box card, we need to die cut the body of the basic box card first. So I'm taping one of the frame elements. There are two frame options. And I'm taping one of them to the middle of one of my box card pieces. Then I'm going to pick where I'm going to die cut my pattern paper, and I'll run this through my die cut machine. So as you can see, we now have a window inside of that piece. I'm going to remove that frame, and now I'm going to die cut the basic box card all on its own, this time without a frame or a window, and it's just going to be the body. So we need two pieces that we're going to end up gluing together to form the box card itself. And the fun part about this box card is that it does fold up into an A2 envelope, so you do not need any special postage to mail this. So here are the two pieces. They're going to continuously finish off that really nice plaid. And now we're going to start die cutting the Christmas tree. So the Christmas tree comes as two parts. One is for the tree itself, which I'm going to die cut from some Simon Says Stamp green glitter paper. You don't have to use glitter paper, but I thought this would be extra festive and go really well with not only the colors in the card, but also the fact that we have some beautiful foil in that pattern paper. I thought adding the glitter would be a nice touch. Now the other piece is a snowy bank, and that layers on top of the tree. There are also little snow pieces that you can put on top of the tree to make it look like it's been flocked. So I'm going to cut all those pieces from some white glitter cardstock from Simon, and we'll set those aside while I start folding the box card together. To assemble the box card, it's very simple. There are score lines that are created when you die cut this piece that you're going to fold on. So each basic box card body piece, the two pieces that you die cut, have two score lines that you need to fold. I always recommend taking a bone folder and creasing those folds really, really well so that way they're nice and crisp. So we'll do that to both pieces, both score lines on both basic box card body pieces. Now I'm going to take some Redline tape. Redline tape is what I love to use most for making box cards in any sort of interactive card project because it's really strong. It's going to hold up to all the opening and closing that this card is going to get subject to. So I'm going to put a piece of Redline tape on that small flap that's created off the side of the basic box card body. It's one of the areas that we folded and it creates a small flap. Those small flaps attach to each basic box card body pieces. And that's what allows these two elements to get adhered together to form the box card. So I'm just going to line these up, and as you can see, I was really careful when I die cut to make sure that the pattern stayed as continuous as possible. And now we're ready to fold our tree. The tree has two little tabs on the sides that are going to get folded, and a piece of Redline tape is recommended to be attached to each side of those tabs. So I just used 1/8 inch Redline tape for everything here today. This fits perfectly on all those little tabs, so everything's going to get adhered together very easily. I also put a piece of Redline tape in the middle of the snowy bank area so that I could cover it with the white portion of that snowy bank. So now we have this tree settled in amongst the snow. Of course, it needs to have some snow on it because if it snowed on the ground, that means it also snowed on the tree. So I'm taking those little snow pieces, and none of them go anywhere specifically. You can put them wherever you want. I'm just gluing them in a few random areas on my tree using some Simon Says Stamp Craft tacky glue. And then that gives me this really cute flocked tree that looks absolutely adorable. So if it snowed on the tree, I thought, well, why don't we add some snow in the background? Because there's no background on this card. This was just single-sided pattern paper. So let's decorate the inside. I die cut one of those frame elements from the basic box card set, so that way I have a panel that fits perfectly inside the basic box card. I'm sticking it inside of the Snowfall and Banks stencil, new from the Cozy Hugs release, and I'm just masking off the banks that I'm not going to end up using, just so I don't get any ink there. I'm taking some Tide Pool ink from Simon Says Stamp and a blending brush and adding some ink along the top. So now I'm going to have a snowy hillside and a nice little bit of sky above it. So very pretty, very simple. I reapplied that stencil, but this time on top of my ink blending, so that way I could apply some paste. I'm going to use pearl white stencil butter, and I'm going to apply this with a palette knife through the stencil, so that way I have these really pretty pearlized snowflakes falling down amongst the tree. So this is going to look really, really pretty. Once I've stenciled everything, I'll remove the stencil and wash it and set this piece aside to dry. Once it dried, I glued that right into the back of my basic box card, so that way you'll be able to see this through the frame when you look in at the tree. Around the frame of the basic box card, I'm adding some glue and I'm adhering some snowflakes that I die cut from the Harmony Snowflake die set with some matte gold cardstock from Simon Says Stamp. Now, the Harmony Snowflakes are not a newer die. These came out last year. They're a staple. They're so pretty. The size of them is perfect for so many different cards, and I thought these would look cute around the edges of the frame, so that way the snow looks like it's falling not only in the back, but also in the front of the tree. I removed the release paper on one tab only of my tree, and I'm adhering it to the box card, one side of the box card only first. Then I'm going to go ahead and flatten this out, remove the release paper on the other tab, and then pick up the other side of the box card with that tab, so that way I know now everything is adhered, but it also is going to fold completely flat. I always like to adhere everything when it's all flat, so that way I know it's going to fold flat. So it's really simple. Then I'm going to take that last edge of my box card, remove the adhesive on the flap, and then adhere the other side of the box card to it, so that way it closes everything up. How cute is this? So now I'm going to embellish my tree. I pull out these Christmas droplets from Tim Holtz, very pretty Christmassy colors that matched really well with the colors on my card, especially that pattern paper. That was my driving color scheme for the card, so I really tried to make sure all my colors were very cohesive with that. So I glued those down, and then I brought in this simple holiday greetings stamp set, and I picked out a sentiment that says Merry Christmas. There's a lot of great greetings in this set. Nice, beautiful, simple font that goes with pretty much everything. So the Merry Christmas I'm going to stamp onto some Schoolhouse Red cardstock from Simon Says Stamp with embossing ink, and then I'll use white embossing powder to sprinkle on top, and I'll heat set that. I always try to heat the back side of my paper first before bringing the heat to the front, because I find that it helps minimize the warping of my paper. If you add a little heat to the back, it really tries to balance out the heat that's coming in from the front. I'll just trim this down into a simple little sentiment strip, and then I'll glue this right on top of my card using some Simon Says Stamp thin 3D foam squares. This will just get popped up right on top of my background here. So that way you'll be able to see this when you look inside the box card. You'll be able to see that sentiment peeking at you. And if I was going to mail this, I would just put a piece of paper on the back side of my box card, so that way I could fill it out and send this card to somebody. Like I said, this card folds completely flat, so you can stick it into an A2 envelope. Makes it super easy to mail. I love how this card turned out. All the elements that I needed to make this very festive little card were created from that basic box card Christmas tree die set, along with some other embellishments and new products from Simon Says Stamp's Cozy Hugs release. I hope you were inspired by today's project, and that you will check out my blog for more information if you're not already there. There is a blog hop happening today that I am participating in. You can also find a free gift over at my blog when you purchase $75 or more this weekend only at Simon Says Stamp. So definitely check everything out. I have all the links below in the video description or on my blog, depending on where you're watching this. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I will be back soon with more to share with you all. But until then, I hope you have a fabulous day, and thanks so much for watching.